Yes, we are back again in Tran Sim World number 4 for the final time. Yeah, I know. My last ever stream. These are going to be my last ever journeys in Tran Sim World 4. Quite sad, really. After spending a year with it, all of a sudden it's move on time to the next thing, which I'm fortunate enough to have already spent a considerable amount of time in, and that is Tran Sim World 5, which, if you're watching this on YouTube, the next video on YouTube after this will be Tran Sim World 5. And if you're watching this on YouTube, if I do things right, this is going out the day before Tran Sim World 5 releases, which, for those watching live, is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I've got some work to do. We'll see if I can pull that off. You'll soon see at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's no point, really, in putting a link to where you can get the game in the description. There'll be a link down there to a Twitch page, though, where you'll be able to watch me stream Tran Sim World 5 on release day. A link down there to the Discord server as well. Good evening to, oh blimey, Harry, Ethan, Sate, Stokey, Rich T, the Troll, Daz, and Trent. Right, I'm going to do something in this one that I attempted to do before. Going to do a drive along. Going to be seeing this out on the East Coast Mainline, because the first video in Tran Sim World 5 is the West Coast Mainline, spoiler. And the first stream will be as well. What about you? You're insignificant.
Yeah.
Desert RC, thanks for the follow. Right, so it's going to be east, isn't it? Yes, East Coast Mainline, which I've yet to go into, down there. Timetabled run, not the reduced timetable. The 801. Hang on, now Ethan's going to interrupt me.
36 fecking mods. How the feck did this happen? Well, I stayed subbed to you for 36 mods. That's how. Please, 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 goddamn please. Help me.
No. But 36 of the mods. Thank you very much, Ethan, indeed. Right, can we carry on now? Right, so class 801 is what we're going to do. So you want the 801 /2. The LNER. I think it's 1157. There we go. The 1157 King's Cross to York. So we take this from Peterborough to Doncaster. That's the plan. So for those that are driving along, get yourselves ready. The 158's always been in this. And I'll be doing a 158 trip after I've done this trip, because we're going to see it out properly. Right, we're waiting for people to get that route and get ready. Date is the 10th of September. Obviously, you're going to be on a slight delay because of the stream, but you should only be a few seconds behind me. Will Peterborough notice you've nicked it? Maybe not. Right, so I'm going to click get started. And then people shouldn't be too far behind. I wanted to do this before. If you like this, it's something we'll do again. Certainly in the Tran Sim World 5, because there's a lot to do in the East Coast Mainline. And we will be talking about that throughout the stream. Do we get a prize for whoever has the highest points? Yes, no speeding, Ethan. Right. Stick the thing in. Hang on. Bear with me, caller. I just need to check, make sure I've done a thing. Oh, that's not responding. That's not a good start, is it? Hang on. It's always something, isn't there? Right. We'll start this again, shall we? Waiting for Tran Sim World. Real professional. Well, is this now that the rail driver thing, my thing to use the controls, isn't going to work now, is it? Oh, no, there we go. We're fine now. This is a stopping service. Right, we'll unlock the doors. Which side are the doors on? Left-hand side. Okay, left doors are unlocked. Where the hell are the lights on this thing? Oh, they're over here, aren't they? Headlights. We'll go full. We got windows here? No. Right, we're stopping at Grantham, Newark Northgate, Retford and Doncaster. They're in stops. So that is the plan. Oh, we still got, hang on, we still got the tail lights on. How do we off with the, how do we tail lights? Why has we got the tail lights on? And why haven't I started going into, hang on. My passengers are now not boarding. There we go. It's fine. It's okay. There we go. Lights are on now. It's a good thing I'm no longer doing Tran Sim World 4, isn't it? I'm rubbish at it. There's reasons for this. Ay, caramba. So I'm already 40 seconds late. Right. Let's do the locking of the doors. Right, Grantham. We're a single-handed thing, aren't we? Grantham in 28 miles. Does my lever work? No. Okay, we'll do it the old-fashioned way then. Oh, which means I haven't got my brake thing set up. Oh, hang on. This is definitely not going well, is it? Hang on, I've got to set my brake thing up now. Which keeps turning the screen off. Right, there we go. Okay, we use the keyboard then. Off we go. We're moving. Well, it worked fine last night. That's why I tested it. And today it seems to have had a bit of a fit. The throttles aspect of it isn't working. That's fine. We can use some of the buttons. I'll just do the throttles the old-fashioned way. Right, so 28 miles to Grantham. 370 yards before we get a 125 limit. So we should all, those that are driving along, because of my issues, you should all hopefully be on your way now. I'm not going to turn on the driver alert systems because that confuses me. Good thing this is my last thing. I'm going to have to test to make sure it's going to work fine in 5. I will be uninstalling 4 at the end of this stream because I've already got 5 installed. Right, power. And obviously we'll be doing the 390 on Thursday's stream. So we'll be doing the 390 run from Euston to Milton Keynes. I'm then going to be doing the Flix train run from the places where the Flix train one runs to and from, Hamburg to the place. Then I'm going to be doing a very brief showing of San Bernardino, and that's the only time you're probably going to see San Bernardino from me. Then going to be having a quick look at guard mode, and then I'm going to be doing a little bit of route hopping. So it's going to be a longer stream on Thursday. So I've already recorded a video to go out on YouTube at 4 PM on Thursday. And there's a couple of videos already going out on Friday. Right, finally moving. Yeah, this is a line that I haven't really given any love to. It's not the most exciting of routes because you've only got a couple of stops. So it isn't something I've really done. I think I've done it a couple of times on a stream and that's it. And it's not something I can see me doing like much of in the future. Yeah, I know there's a red. I think we're following something because I'm a little bit late. I'm obviously behind something. Although if I'm late, it would have been further ahead, really, wouldn't it? No, there we go, we got greens. So we'll slow down a little bit. I know. Well, there was, issues with my throttles. Should have tested them, really, shouldn't I? But, I'm busy. My blood pressure was like through the roof for like the 20 minutes before the stream, where it's been most of the day, most of the week. Right, green, green, yellow, yellow. So we'll pick up the pace a little tiny bit. So yeah, we'll do this run. So a 4-line run in this, then we'll jump into 158 and do a run in that. And I think there's a little tiny 700 service we can do. Hi Connor. And I can't remember what else there is on the East Coast Main Line. I'm certainly looking forward to doing a lot, and you will be seeing the West Coast Main Line quite a bit. The 390, if I'm honest, is similar to this. So it's a high-speed run with a couple of stops in it, one stop in it. So Euston, stop, Milton Keynes. So it's not something you'll see it on Thursday, and not something I'll really probably do again. The 350 though is really good. The overground on the West Coast Main Line is probably the best bit. And if you haven't got the Bakerloo line, then well, I think their aim, maybe not consciously, was that people that use the Bakerloo line in Tran Sim World 5 will then buy the Bakerloo line. And I think, having driven it for the overground bit in Tran Sim World 5, anyone that doesn't have the Bakerloo line will buy the Bakerloo line. Yeah, any of your routes that you've got for Tran Sim World 4 will transfer over. They have had some issues with some of them not transferring over. The DB101, Blackpool, the 158 ScotRail, and the steam bit of the, I can't remember which one of it was now, West Cornwall, weren't transferring over. They are all now done. So if you've already got it in Steam and you pre-ordered it, all your DLCs should be there. So the minute you fire up Tran Sim World 5, all your DLCs were there, plus the new ones, and away you go. Hi Colin. Yep, so anything you had in 4 will transfer over. There's no risk involved. It's not like you'll lose anything. They're there. Anyone that's in the group that's already pre-ordered it will confirm they can see them. First time I fired this up, all my routes were there, apart from the ones who had issues with. They are now there. Yeah, it was the same from 3 to 4. It took a bit longer from 3 to 4. Depends on the internet. No, it's nothing to do with the internet. Hi, Amy Lou. Right, 17 miles. I said we are doing a drive along. A couple of people are actually doing the same route as me, with probably more success than me, because I had some issues at the beginning. My throttles aren't working. It still says waiting for Tran Sim World. Every route will have a little bit of lag the first time that you fire it up, because it's loading in shaders. That I've done all the routes, not in full. Well, not the American one, on my downstairs PC. So when you first see me do them on Thursday, they're going to be a little bit laggy, purely because I haven't done them on this PC. Once you've done a route once, you'll be fine. One of the people in the Discord community actually said what they do is, first time you get into a game or a new route or whatever, sit as a passenger, get on an AI train, go into external view, sit as a passenger for the whole length of the route, let everything load in, and then run it yourself. So you'll get that with every route, and it's been the case with every route. First time you run it, a little bit laggy, then you'll be fine. Obviously that all depends on the performance of your PC, obviously. But yeah, the East Coast Mainline route is brilliant. There's so much to do. I'm even going to do a bit of freight, because that runs alongside the East Coast Mainline. You're seeing the stuff go up and down the East Coast Mainline. And yes, Dovetail have said that it isn't a full timetable, which is a little bit of a shame, but hopefully they do some work on increasing that. Sorry, well, yeah, West Coast Mainline. But it's still a good route. Disappointed when I first ran it because I didn't see any AI. It seemed to improve. So whether there was an update and then the build changed and more AI were put in, I don't know. Yes, Connor, I'm going to be showing on Thursday the West Coast Mainline, doing the 390 from Euston to Milton Keynes. I'm then going to be doing the Flix train from the place to the place. Then going to be doing an 8-minute run on San Bernardino, then showing off guard mode, then doing some route hopping and showing how that works. Then I'm going to be streaming it again on Sunday. So Sunday then going to focus more on the West Coast Mainline. So we'll then do some 350 runs and London Overground runs on Sunday. And then I might be here on Monday maybe, but certainly on Tuesday, where we'll continue on with the West Coast Mainline. So there's a lot to show. Then we'll look at the German routes. Then I actually want to do something over a number of weeks and do like a roaming driver, but using route hopping. Yes, the route hopping will work in the Tran Sim World 4 routes. You can hop from like Great Western Express or hop onto the Bakerloo line. You can hop from Southeastern High Speed to East Coastway. Some of the German routes are linked. Some of the American routes are linked. Edinburgh and Glasgow are part of the route hopping. You do get a loading screen with the route hopping. It's not instant, but the weather and time of day will stay the same. So I've spent 10 hours on Saturday in Tran Sim World 5, getting to know the routes, getting to know the trains. Alright, 9 miles to Grantham. I was going to wait initially, well, apart from recording some train training, I was going to wait until the stream, but I wanted to get a feel for the routes so that, well, I won't have a clue what's going on as normal, but, you know, just so at least I can then have done some of them. Yeah, anyone that's pre-ordered it won't be watching on Thursday night because, well, anyone that's got the deluxe version won't be watching on Thursday night because that's when it releases. Right, 6 miles to go to Grantham, 1.5 miles to a 115 limit. Daniel, West Coast Mainline is great. The 390 is similar to this. It's Euston to Milton Keynes, which, depending on the service, is either direct, non-stop, or has one stop. So think of it as being similar to this. But the rest of it, the shining star of the West Coast Mainline for me is the overground. It's like 18 stops, I think it is. And it's really good. I'm not allowed to stream it on Wednesday. We're not allowed to show any content until Thursday at 4 p.m. Which is why I've got a video going out on YouTube on Thursday at 4 p.m. Well, that's what the Discord's there for. Yeah, so if you've got the other overground line, then you'll be able to do the overground on this. The underground on West Coast Mainline is really cool because you're seeing all the high-speed stuff go past. And if you haven't got the Bakerloo line and it's your first chance at doing underground, seriously, you're going to want to buy the Bakerloo line because you won't want to just stop at Queen's Park. You're going to want to go all the way through. The Flix train, being honest, that was loud. Once I do it on the stream on Thursday, I will probably never do it again. It's a great model train. It looks awesome, but it's currently only 6 services. And they are non-stop. Because that's what the train does. So it's a realistic service. The German route, though, is really good. Right, slowlying into Grantham. You can only do the overground line if you've got the other overground line. Yeah, the American route, the train's modelled really well, the station's modelled really well. The route, not so much. And it's very similar to Antelope Valley. Single track most of the way. Not my thing. So you'll see I plan to do like a little 8-minute journey. So I only did Antelope Valley once and have never gone back to it again. I like the American commuter stuff. So Long Island Railroad is really good. But yeah, not so keen on the big passenger stuff. Right, we are arriving in Grantham. I'm probably behind everybody else, so I've been going slowly. Exactly, Harry. $3 I'll take that. See, my buttons are working through the software, just not the throttles, because the buttons are just key maps. Oh, Rich T's there. Ethan's there. See, that's why I was going slow. Yeah, give you guys a chance to, to catch me up. That's my excuse. Tomorrow night then isn't going to be Tran Sim World 5. Tomorrow night we've got some grocery store simulator. Thursday night will be Tran Sim World 5. Friday night is going to be Mexican trucking. Not here Saturday, potentially. Could be doing a final run on the Class 323 in Birmingham. Sunday lunchtime will be here with farming. Sunday night we'll be here with some Tran Sim World 5. And then Monday might be here because I got a day off work and I'll probably be bored. Right, doors locking. Newark Northgate, 14 miles. Let's get going then. We'll go back to ETS2 probably when the next new map's out. So there's a 158. That's the service we're going to do next. All right, power on. We've done Middle East. When we do go back to ETS, we will head back down there. No, 158's got separate brakes. Onwards to Newark Northgate. So yeah, I will apologise in advance. I've recorded the video to go out showcasing Tran Sim World 5. It's a route in the 377. I'm going to be honest, for those of you that are watching, I wasn't in the best of moods when I recorded it. If I had the time, I'd record another one. But it'll be fine. The stream will go out on Saturday. It'll be fine. The training's fine. In the 350 and the 390, they're going out on Friday. 2 videos. It's just the 377. Tunnel. Oh, no, a bit more power. So does a 158 make the full return run? I can't remember if it does. Or he just does a bit of it. I don't know these things. Grantham to Peterborough. Okay, in that case we'll do Grantham to Peterborough. So yeah, I'm looking out. Looking out? No. Why did I say looking out? I don't know. I am looking forward to... I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, looking forward to some of the routes that are coming in Tran Sim World 5. The West Coast Mainline North, so Preston to Carlisle, is going to be good. Cardiff. Yes, please. That... Just yes. Just all of the yeses to Cardiff. The Great Western Express enhancement. That'll be good. Another UK route of some sort. Yeah, exactly. Cardiff Bay, yes please. I actually had an idea with Cardiff Bay. If we get the 153 in the thing is, it's going to be finished soon, isn't it? Because it'll be the old Cardiff Bay. I was thinking what I could have done is vlogged the actual Cardiff Bay and then compared that to the in-game Cardiff Bay, because it's only like a 5-minute run, but the new station will be open by the time it comes out for this. Right, 5 miles. Yeah, I don't know when the new station opens. Yeah, I do need to go back into the old station. Such a cool little run to Cardiff Bay. Yeah, Preston to Carlisle, because that's set in the 90s, so we're going to have Pacers running on that. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, that's fine then, so there's no rush. There you go. So I guess I got the game volume turned up a bit because this train's quite quiet. What route is 158 on? This. Cardiff won't be a long route. Cardiff Bay's 5 minutes. Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. It'll be about an hour. Hour and a bit. I think there's one of the American... Is it the American one? Where it's a 2-hour route? Oh yeah, Nico can't do the 158 because he hasn't got Midland Mainline. It's not my favourite route. It's not great. Yeah, I've only got 2 DLCs for this that I don't have now. I'm waiting for the next sale to get them. It's okay, Midland Mainline. It's the RHB anniversary and one of the German shunters type things I don't have. Well, it's not. It's realistic to the route, but it's not a great route because it's not long enough and it's disjointed. Although having been on it in real life now, it is quite disjointed and you're all weird up there. Right, we're now about to arrive at Newark Northgate. Oh, this is where the flat... Well, I'm not saying a word there, Harry. This is where the flat crossing is, isn't it? Up here somewhere. There you go. So you got 158 in there. And brake. Done. Doors are unlocked. Oh, so I gotta wait every couple of minutes now as well. Yeah, wait until 12:33. Yeah, it's got 158 down there. Yeah, but then it's going to... Well, if you're late, then it will keep you here. Or it won't keep you here as long. I've got to sit here for another couple of minutes. So yeah, the pluses and minuses of Tran Sim World 5 then. Well, we got a couple of minutes. West Coast mainline route, really good. The 350 services are great. The London Overground service is great. The underground bit, Bakerloo line, well, overground if you've got the other overground route. The Bakerloo line is great. Even the freight stuff's quite interesting. The German route, really good. I like the Flix train. It's a shame it's only on one route and is only a non-stop service, and there's only 6 of them. The other trains quite good. The American route is the downside to me. You're only ever going to see 8 minutes of it on Thursday night. I will never do it again. Route hopping, really good. I'm going to be doing a lot with route hopping going forward. I plan to do a bit of a roaming driver type thing. So starting off in Reading, over a number of streams, doing like Reading to London, then route hopping, going somewhere else, coming back to London, route hopping, going somewhere else. So seeing how far... we can get our driver by going in and out of London, so do all the connected London routes. The new map is good. This version of the map doesn't really show you much. If you hover over a train, nothing. In the new version of the map, if you clicked on that, it would say what train it was and where it was going. So at least then you can look at the map and see where other things are, which is useful. There's a fast travel service that lets you fast travel to stations. Haven't really used that. And the guard mode It's very similar to the guard mode we had in Glossop, with the added benefit it's on more services, on more trains, and you've got to move the occasional bag out of the way. With the German one, you blow your whistle. With the American one, you've got to speak on a walkie-talkie, which is a bit weird. And with the UK one, obviously you give a buzz. Right, Retford in 17 miles. So we go across the UK's only flat crossing up here. Yes, a flat crossing the road. That's me. There it is. And there it is. Flat crossing. Right, 16 miles to Retford. And now we get to go flat out. So yeah, we're going to jump into 158 after this. And do, you know, a trip into 158. No. Doncaster's the last stop. So we're in a 4-line run, Peterborough to Doncaster. As I say, this is very similar then to the 390 in Tran Sim World 5 for the West Coast Mainline, because you're only stopping once between Euston and Milton Keynes. So Rich T's just a little way behind. Ethan's now sat there for 3 minutes. Nico gave up. Harry's probably already there with the kettle on. Ethan's just sat there going, come on! Don't look on Steam then, look on CD keys. Or look on wherever it was I got some from. Ah, yes, time pauses. Means you can fast travel to another station on the route. So if you wanted to drive a certain service and it was ahead of you, you can look at the map and go, that service is about to arrive at Retford. You could fast travel as a foot passenger on foot to that station and then intercept that service. Well, I think I had a comment today that I read. Someone drove a service, parked it up at a station, fast travelled to another station to set something up. So I'm guessing some carriages or something. Went fast travel back to the station where they were, and the AI had stolen their train. Well, don't do that then. Hi, Holy Zoinks. I can't remember the name of the site where I got some keys from. What were they called? Instant Gaming. Yeah, Instant Gaming I got keys from. Hi, Michael. Good from a security point of view because you have to confirm your identity. Right, 8.9 miles to Retford. Michael's got a new badge. Okay. Is there any deal? No. Well, as some people in the Discord have said this week, have a look at, if you haven't got all the versions of Tran Sim World, have a look at getting the older versions of Tran Sim World. So you picked up Tran Sim World 2, Tran Sim World 3 or 4, you can gain some routes by just having the older versions, and obviously then if you do get 5, they will work. So it's a good way, or even 2020, yeah. So it's a good way of getting some of the older routes that came with the games. It's like if you never got 4, now it's time to pick it up. If you never got 3, pick it up, because each version comes with a couple of routes. So it is worth, even if you're not going to play them, have them, and you can get them ridiculously cheap. So it's a good way of doing it. Obviously 5, if you've got a deluxe version, you've only got 2 days to wait. Right, 5 miles to go to Retford. Don't forget, you can do the free upgrade. You don't get route hopping. You don't get guard mode with the free upgrade. So, my advice, if you've played it and you've enjoyed it, maybe get the standard version, not the deluxe version. The one advantage you get with the deluxe version is if you are going to be doing the West Coast Mainline, the 390 is on there quite a bit as AI traffic. So you will see them whizzing up and down. If you don't have it, you won't see them. Because I've got the deluxe version. The same with the London Overground line. If you've got the London Overground line, you will see the Overground trains as AI. If you haven't, you won't see them. You will see the Bakerloo line trains running. And obviously, you'll see the 350s and you'll see some freight. So, if you're interested in AI, then yes, the deluxe version makes it feel more alive. It's looking a bit rainy now. So what we're saying is, Ethan, is that you're useless. I'm slowing down a bit. It's a bit wet. It's going to hold me here again anyway. Wish someone would. Hold me now. You're 120 miles away and I ain't moving. It's like, no, you're not worth that much effort. It's a nice, gentle approach because of the wet. And they've all got their umbrellas. I remember how excited I first was when I first saw the AI, the passengers with their umbrellas. It's like, they've got their umbrellas out. Yeah, I'll find the wiper when I've stopped. Right, wipery type things are over here. Okay. Okay. Oh no, it's doing something. There we go. It is doing the whipping. Alright, so we'll wait until 12:51. It's fine. It's fine. It's just doing the thing. So yeah, streams coming up after this. Tomorrow night we're back with some grocery store simulator. Thursday night, Tran Sim World 5. There is a video going out on YouTube at 4 PM on Thursday. My first run in Tran Sim World 5. And there's some content going out on Friday as well. So Thursday night will be Tran Sim World 5. Friday night we're doing some American trucking. Not here on Saturday. And then Sunday lunchtime farming. Sunday night, more Tran Sim World 5. I was going to look for their tickets then. That's many doors. Welcome to Standard. You're going to open? Open door. Thank you. Open door. Open. Welcome to door opening simulator. Hello, good morning. Is it afternoon? Good afternoon. Hello, and welcome aboard the LNER Zuma to York. We will be calling at Doncaster and York. Well, we don't go, ladies. We're not going to York. It's a shame, but we're not. That's a... What the hell's in there? Let's eat. Cafe bar. Freshly ground coffee. All day, every day. Well, it's not, because it's shut. Welcome to the standard quieter coach. You don't go in here if you've got an Ethan. Come on. We're certainly a long one. No, we don't want to give up control. Oh, here we go. Oh, here's the posh people now that... Welcome to first class. Nearly made it to the end. Right, let's run back down that end then. Ah, you poor people stood out there in the rain. There probably wasn't poor people on there. I'm back on board. Coming here in the warm. Right, wait until 12:51. Okay. And then make our way to... where are we going? Doncaster. Engine start. You got 3 more minutes to wait. Blimey. Oh, is this like the 800s that have just got the little... Oh, and it says, no, we tried this, I mean, it's just got a little auxiliary engine in case the power fails and it can get itself out of the way. No. A, the stress. B, the hours. Buy mode. I tried that for a while. I quite like now Monday to Friday, finishing at 5. Oh, locked doors. Sat like a lemon. Right, 16 miles to Doncaster. Oh yeah. Alright, back out and join the main line. So what we're saying is that Ethan's still going to be on this when we're in the 158. Right, power. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to showing off Tran Sim World 5. Thursday stream's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. I'll show you all the 3 routes, a bit of guard mode, some route hopping. And then Sunday night stream, we're going to concentrate just on the West Coast main line. So that's when we're going to do 350 and overground. And if I am back on Monday night, will probably be more. Right, power. weather's definitely getting quite weathery out there now. And we got a green, then a couple of yellows. Isn't it a wind or something? Is it a train, Ethan? A zoomer. Right, 12 miles to Doncaster. See, I'm not as stupid as Harry looks. Train. The word Azuma has multiple meanings, including a Japanese surname and a Japanese word that means east. So you could call a train Smith. No, really, Colin? Wow, I would never... Let's hear it for Colin, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Obvious, we shall now call him. Still not meeting up with us though, but you know. He just joined the dots. Like, I wonder, Zoom, it's on the East Coast. I wonder if the two are linked. Well, it's also Harry, Ethan. And Ethan. Your local shop has dragged in Coca-Cola from Sweden. So they bought that cheap then, so they haven't got to pay import duty. I want to try Mexican Coke. Because apparently it's different to normal Coke because of the sugar. A lot of Americans prefer drinking Mexican Coke. American Coke's supposed to taste different as well. Not that I drink a lot of Coke anyway. Yeah, so those tins of Coke have fallen off the back of a lorry. That is almost a gangster film. Yeah, so it's coming here on a lorry, so you haven't got to pay sugar tax on it. That was a good album by OMD, for those of a certain age. Sugar Tax. If only they knew. Right, we got some yellows. And then a wed. Feels weird using my keyboard. It was a good album. Architecture and Morality. I've got the live concert of that. Live Blu-ray? I think it's Blu-ray. Seeing OMD live is on my list of buckets. They're not really touring much though. No, I've got a gaming keypad that sits to my left. Yeah, I've never done drugs. I've been at parties where they were around, including the white powdery stuff. Never interested me. I could get into enough trouble with alcohol. Anything from the trolley, dears? Right, 3.7 miles to Doncaster. Wish I was always happy. The joys of depression and having stress in your life. Punishment of luxury. Punishment of luxury. Punish me of luxury? That's not a word. No. That's a new one, isn't it? I've really got a hankering for a turntable. Been watching YouTube videos on turntables, and I think I'd really like to get myself a turntable and then just sit and listen to some vinyl. Yeah, I got into enough predicaments with beer. Right, slowly then into Doncaster in the rain. I saw you walking in the rain. Right, so it's going to be a 4-line run then on the East Coast main line. I have to think about it now, there's 2 of them. But then we're going to jump in a 158 and do Grantham to Peterborough. We're actually going to arrive early. Lucky passengers. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm never going to use the Azuma again, but this has never been my favourite route for Tran Sim World. I'm running the red. Nothing to see there. It's fine, it gives everybody else a chance to catch up. From here. That's right, we did our bit again. Right before the station as well. Got to do it again. Yeah, I liked it so much I want to do it again. Come on. Give me, there we go. It won't take long. That is why you put the AWS on. Done now at Doncaster. Yeah, I'll be there soon. That's fine. Well, you guys can find an interesting 158 route for the return. I think the same... I haven't really tried, actually. I think the same mods we've got in 4 will mainly work in 5. Yeah. So I haven't really tried any of them. Because I've only got the mods installed up here, and so far I've only ever played Tran Sim World 5 downstairs. Right, we'll do that last section again then. Right, there's a red. Be careful of the red. There isn't going to be announcements for every route. I don't think that's ever going to come. Right, now I've got greens. Right, let's take the dash back to Doncaster then. This time, hopefully, without running a red. Never stand near the doors. What, because of the interlocks noise? The ones on the IETs scare the crap out of me. With the clunk. You hear it in this as well. Get it in some cars where you get the auto lock thing comes on. Some are fine, some make a hell of a racket. Right, troll, if you carry on, I will personally ban you. Right, 9.8 miles to take 2 of our trip to Doncaster. Keep your eye on the red lights this time. Don't run them. So yeah, if you weren't here earlier, this route is very similar to Euston to Milton Keynes. It's a non-stop route in the 390, or there's a couple of scenarios where you stop once. So if you like this, then you'll like the 390, which is why for me it isn't the route I'm going to be doing a lot. You'd only be sad, Michael. Don't tell him that. Watch the lights. Yeah, I am. Unfortunately, I've met Michael a couple of times. I mean, fortunately. I haven't liked me this week. Right, there's a red. Alright, now got greens. So I'm just slowing it down a little bit. That's definitely a bit weathery out there. A bit like it is out here. I put my heating on one day last week. I think it might be going on today after the stream. Okay, 5 miles to go. You climb through the window with no opening doors. As my old man used to say, what's the point of having money in the bank and sitting in the house cold? Put the bloody heating on. If you're in a position where you can't afford to put the heating on, yeah, I get that. Wrap up warm, sit with a duvet on you. If you can afford to pay the heating bill, put the bloody heating on. Now, if I had to choose between heating or going out on trains with Ethan, heating. Right, slowly in. Right, 2.5 miles. Ethan or Trent? Trent's not annoying. Right, double yellow. He's sort of watching. I think he's tired currently. Yes, Trent. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? 4 days off this weekend. Will I be getting a lie-in? No. Up at normal time Friday. Up at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Probably up at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Up at normal time on Monday. Back to work on Tuesday. Yeah, I was awake just after 5 this morning. Right, there's a red down here. I spent years working on Saturdays. We've had this discussion, Ethan, about not spending your day in bed. Right, we've got a yellow. Hi, Richard. Right, now everyone's arrived there before me. See, that was the plan. Let you all get there so we can all do the 158 route. That was my plan all along. That's awesome, Richard. Was the third one, are you a dimwit? And you failed that one by the answer being yes. What are you doing Saturday, Rich? Braking. I'm making him wait now. You're in a cow shed in Yorkshire. Well, that's the wrong bloody answer, isn't it? Warwickshire. Well, we're going to be in Warwickshire. Stratford upon the Avons. Doors. Opened the wrong doors, didn't I? It's fine. We're okay now. I think I've got a cold coming. People at work were sniffling and snuffling. Might have to be some Lemsip after the stream. Hey, we could go and annoy. We could go and annoy Richard on Saturday. Right. Okay. Right. Main menu. The rails are yours. Thursday. You know, another 158. But that's useless then, isn't it? Oh god, not that. Right, East Coast Main Line. 158, East Midlands. So we want to come back the other way, don't we? We want to go Grantham to Liverpool. So we'll do that one. The Grantham to Peterborough, rather. The 1011. Liverpool Lime Street to Norwich. Live from Norwich, it's Sale of the Century. 25, don't you know? You're at the international... But why didn't you tell me about that? I have money burning a hole. I have an N-gauge pacer. The two need something. Like track and a controller. Right. Unlock doors. Yeah, not going to Birmingham now. I'm going to an N-gauge show. It does sound a bit odd. Right. Really? Hang on. I need to do a thing. Bear with me. There we go. Come on, thank you. I've got a mod in. Tom, hello. Thanks for the follow. 2 days ago. I'm not sure if that was during the stream or after the stream. Not saying a word there, Ethan. Right, so a 28-mile run to Peterborough. Once we get over onto the main line. You're going to get 5. I will be streaming 5 on Thursday night. I've got a little video going out on YouTube on Thursday afternoon. And yes, 5 is worth it. I didn't think 4 was worth it. 4, when I first played it, always felt like 3.5. 5 doesn't. Oh, it does sound weird. What's wrong with you? I reckon it must be a mod. This feels like being in the, which you've done a couple of times, being in a 166, hitting the main line at Chippenham. And then realising you're going to have IETs chasing you. This is going to have an Azuma behind it. Yeah, well, no, because I first did CSX Heavy Haul, and then never saw the appeal of Tran Sim World because there wasn't many routes. So back then it was like, no, I'm going to stick with Tran Sim Classic, which I did for a number of years. The only time I switched to it was pretty much when 4 came out. Was when I haven't done much Tran Sim Classic. How many Tran Sim Classic streams have I done in the last year? Not many. No. So it's been this. You're going to like... that does sound weird. You're going to like West Coast Mainline North then, Richard, when that comes out. The Cardiff route, when that comes out, is going to be really good. So I'm not a fan of this, the East Coast Mainline. The West Coast one, because it's not all about the high speed stuff. The 350 is good. If you've got the other London Overground route, then you get the new one. Hang on, I should have a thing. Hang on, bear with me. Doobly-doobly-doo. There we go. So yeah, so there we go. So you get the 377, you get the 350, you get the Underground 1972 stock, and if you've got the deluxe version, you get the 390, and if you've got the Suffragette line, you get the London Overground Lioness line that you can do. So really well worth it. Okay, so our plans for Saturday have now changed. You know that bus you were going to do, Harry? That might not be a thing now. Next slide, please. Well, there's that. That's enough of that. And there's the Frankfurt to Fulda, which is really good. Do like that. The ice route, okay. The fixed train is good, but say it's a non-stop route and only 6 a day. Yes, the Brummie one, Harry. We may now be going to an N-Gauge show. Where's my red laser pointer? You leave my red laser pointer out of this. Right, Richard, this is what I need, okay? A basic layout and a controller. That's it. That's all I need. Yeah, this will be on your test. There will be questions at the end. I've just had an idea. I'm going to keep it to myself. $40. I'm not sod that then. No, we're carrying on as a plan as normal. I'm not paying 14 quid to get into a bloody show. No, carry on as we were. No, it's fine. We won't be coming to see you Saturday. Oh, that's speeding. So we've now been put on the slow line. actually think, and I hate to say this, I actually think I need to do a comparison. I might leave Tran Sim World 4 installed. Because I think Tran Sim World 5 looks better. I jumped into Birmingham Cross City last night on Tran Sim World 5 to test the controller, and it looked good. Even on an old route. So I think what I need to do is do a direct comparison between 4 and 5. Same train, same time of the day, same timetable, same location, and look and see how they do. Even if I just do it as a screenshot type thing. And compare exactly the same shot, 4 to 5. Is controller better than using the keyboard? It's okay using an Xbox controller. Using the throttle things that we've been doing is a game changer. Although mine aren't functioning because I didn't turn it on right. Using that software to map buttons to well, for me, the Farm Sim side panel is brilliant. I'm using a keyboard currently. Right, so definitely a slow trundle now. 20 miles to go to Peterborough. It is quite sad. A bit like when Farm Sim 25 releases. Nah, it's fine, Rich. If it was just me, if I was at home on my own, bored, this Saturday, I would have driven up and had to wander around and probably spent some money. But there's going to be 3 of us. It becomes an expensive commodity. So it's fine. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's quite sad, like when Farm Sim 25 comes out, that I'll uninstall 22. And then you start again. I will uninstall this, and then you start again in 5. I actually nearly loaded up 5 tonight because I've been used to clicking on 5. It's like, that's the wrong one. Oh. This is definitely a slow trundle. Back to Peterborough. Peterborough? Who the hell's Peterborough? Peterborough. Oh, it's some sort of stroke. Are we brought on by stress? I think they are, aren't they, generally? Brought on by Ethan. Yeah. Do I smell toast? Oh, I'd like some toast. I've got some crumpets. Cheesy beans on toast. Don't think you're making me hungry. What happened to oh, pizza? Don't ask Harry to do it. It'd be, can I have an ambulance? A what? An ambulance. Sorry, no. Yeah, stop ringing us up. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far a long, long way to run. Anyway, 16 miles to Peterborough. Ivico, exactly. Have I taken my meds? No. Is a female deer bandy wife? Oh, we love you, Trent. I think Bambi was what Trent was going for. Bandy. The name's Bandy. How you doing? Bambi. Well, we said we're gonna do West Coast Main Line. No, East Coast Main Line. There's two of them. It's confusing. East Coast Main Line. West Coast Main Line is Thursday. West Coast isn't out yet. I know. What makes it worse, and this isn't me bragging, because I've spent so much time on the West Coast Main Line, to me, it's out. I have to think, hang on a minute, no, it's not released yet. That's why I was no good as a beta tester when I was doing it for TML. It's like, oh yeah, the new coach is good. What new coach? Oh, nothing to see here. Right, 14 miles to Peterborough. Steve likes to share. West Coast Main Line doesn't go to the West Coast. No, it doesn't. There were a couple of issues with it. Nothing major. Thing is, I've always been honest with you lot. If a route's good or a game's good, I will tell you it's good. I know I'm an ambassador for Dovetail, and I can't be thankful enough that I am. But I'm not going to say that something's good when it isn't. So overall, yes, Tran Sim World 5 is good. Buy it, get it, you're going to love it. Of the 3 new routes that are coming out, that one, brilliant, fantastic. If you've got the London Overground line, if you've got the current one, that makes that better. If you've got the deluxe version and you get the Pendolino, that makes that better. That route, really good. If you've got a deluxe version, you get the Flix train on it, which you'll see as AI anyway a couple of times a day. The small stopping service, really good. The route, fantastic. That route, awful. Train, good. Station, good. Route, I think they did the route in the dark. Not good. But the other features of the game, like the route hopping, etc., are well worth it. Thing is, Trent, the other, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love being a small streamer and with a small community. I get to know you lot, okay? So it's not like larger streamers that don't really care about the people that are watching them because they don't know them. Because there's so many people watching, there's so many people watching their content, they don't know them individually. For me, because I know a lot of you, I don't want you spending your money on something that isn't good when I've told you it is good. And then you lot turn around to me and go, you told me to buy that saying it was fantastic. It's rubbish. So I'd rather be 100% honest with you lot and go, yes, buy this because it's good, it's worth it. Just go and buy it now. And I've done that. And I'll also say, don't do it. Or, like with some of the games we've done, if you want to buy it, but it's a slow burn. Wait until there's been more updates, more features, it's something to play and come back to every couple of months. It's the 350 that got its license. There's lots of licenses for. So yeah, I think that's the difference. And that's why I'm really glad that I never became a larger streamer or larger YouTuber, because I didn't want to lose touch with you lot. I wouldn't like to be streaming where you can't read the chat. What's the point? I don't watch anybody on Twitch, but I watch the annoying furry rat one, and at times couldn't read chat. People were paying to have messages read out, which I used to do. Couldn't keep up with that. It was just a constant barrage of messages going up the screen, so much so that the streamer hardly bothered with it anymore. The audio on the 350 is really good. The audio, what's an odd thing, okay? Spent some time in the 390 downstairs. Audio coming through the surround sound system was really good. If you watch my video coming out on YouTube on Friday, the audio in the 390 that I record sitting here sounds different, because all you can hear is the aircon unit. And you couldn't hear that when I was downstairs. So I had to turn the aircon off and then it improved. The ferry one's worse now. Oh wow. See, that's not good, is it? The thing is, some people do this for the money and want the fame and want the hype, and I think from a watcher's point of view, that's not enjoyable. I'm probably not the best at promoting stuff that I promote, and showing off new content and stuff. But at least I'll give an honest opinion. You paid 100. We didn't pay anything, did you? You received some bits that you get from watching the stream. Didn't cost you anything, you dingbat. See, unfortunately, it means I've got to put up with people like Michael. Anyway, we're now 6 miles. God, this reminds me of the Pacer stream from London to steam train. London to Penzance. He's the reason that I played OMSI. He's the reason I played and even knew about ETS2. Yes, I know you do, Ethan. So I've got to be thankful for something. Yeah, it's channel points, not bits. Channel points you gain by watching the streams, and you can't do anything with them. You know what I should have done? My first content that's going on YouTube in Tran Sim World 5 is the 377. What I should have done is made my last content in Tran Sim World 4 the 377. When we did a meetup a few years ago and the channel points first came out, for every 1,000 points I said I'd buy each person a beer. Couldn't happen now. You're still waiting. Well, no, I'm going to do the 700 for this. The 377 will work on this, wouldn't it? Or is it overhead or third rail? It's third rail, isn't it? Oh, bugger. Okay, so we can't run it on this. We could hop to London Commuter. We could, because my first video that's coming out on Thursday is the 377. The West London. Well, no, because you've got the London Overground that goes on the West Coast Main Line. The Lioness Line. God, I just remember the name of it. That's slightly scary. Right, into Peterborough then. Oh yeah, because you pointed it out to me, didn't you, the West London line? It's freight and the occasional passenger. It forks off. I do spend too much time with Ethan. I need to stop doing that. Oh God, that was a corner. I'm going to Birmingham on Saturday just to go on the 323 because I want to do a full line run up the Licky Incline before the 323s go out of service. Purely because it's the Tran Sim World route. Right, here we go then. Harry's nearly in. Wow. Done. Rich T. Right. So, because my first video going out on Thursday is in the 377 in Tran Sim World 5, I think it's only fitting then that we end. I know the stream title says East Coast Mainline, but I'm sure you'll indulge us, won't you? Let's do a bit of London Commuter. And finish off so with the class 700, we'll go 377/4, and we've probably got enough time to do. Oh, well, it's got to be then, isn't it? It's got to be. We've got to do a Milton Keynes. Is that the only one? Is there another one? No, it's got to be that 6 o'clock one then. I've lost it now. There you go. The 6:34. Milton Keynes to East Croydon. It's got Milton Keynes in it. So 0708 from East Croydon will go north. What's wrong with going from Clapham Junction to East Croydon? No, I want to do that one. I'm doing this one. Right. The 6:34 Milton Keynes to East Croydon then. 24 minutes. Let's do that. We'll end with a 377. I've really got a cold coming. Okay. The menu music's really good in Tran Sim World 5. On my video where I did the slide thing, the menu music was playing in the background. And no one noticed. No, I did say at the end, you may recognise that music soon. And it was a new menu music. I kept it low. You can turn it down. Right, lock doors. Right, 1.7 miles to Balham. Hang on, I can do it. That's quite a fitting send-off, really. How do I do that? Like that. Yay! Simpson stuff livery. With camera collisions. You've got no idea, Trent. Anyway. Yeah, I've got it mapped now because of the whole mapping thing. Right, off to East Croydon. I love this route. It is such an enjoyable route. I am looking forward to be able to come down here, which we'll do as part of our roaming driver series, to come down here, route hop to East Coast Way. I've had an idea. I'm going to do this roaming driver thing. What if I did it over a number of weeks of streams, but did it as a day as a roaming driver? So I pick a date. The first trip I do, which is going to be Reading, we leave Reading at early train in the morning. Whatever time we finish that stream and get to wherever we get to, whether that's Milton Keynes, for example, I then start the next stream at that time on the same day and do the next leg back into London, out on a southeastern high speed, back into London. Not on the same day though, Colin. Then come down here, East Coast Way. So all on the same day. So you start off on the first train of the day out of Reading, or, hang on, this is getting a bit geeky now, the first train of the day from Reading that I could get if I left from Swindon. And so it goes out as a series on YouTube as a day as a train driver. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, how many parts it is. And so we carry on exactly the same day. Yes. And do the first train of the day from Reading. I like that. So, where I normally do them on the day that I'm streaming it, I'll just pick a day. So yeah, so the 6 o'clock. So I get a service from 6 o'clock from Reading into Paddington. And then route hop from Paddington, go up to Milton Keynes. I actually need to sit down and work out a route, like what the best way to do it, incorporating all the lines in and out of London, and work out a route and how you can hop. God, couldn't do it in real life. Imagine how expensive that would be. Right, lock doors. Would you not run out of time? I don't know. Starting at 6 a.m, you're going to get a good 14 hours. That's 7 streams. So that's 7 weeks. Oh, nighttime in Tran Sim World 5. Yes, please. I didn't have a door buttons map. I'm on my keyboard. I forget all about it. Yeah, the 350 looks really good at night. I like that idea. So yeah, a day as a train driver. So yes, I need to get my resident train guru to sit down and work out a plan. Thing is, depends how long the streams are. A route's an hour, in it. So the stream's going to be a couple of hours, so that should be easy to do. So it'll be or the first one, you'll certainly get, if I did a 166, you'd certainly do 166 into London, and then you'd get 350 up to Milton Keynes. So at the end of stream 1, you'd be in Milton Keynes. Stream 2, you'd carry on from Milton Keynes and come back down into London.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Wibble Wobble. Thanks very much for the follow. There's a name. Right, into Streatham Common. If you just joined, I know it says East Coast Mainline, but my first video for Tran Sim World 5 that's coming out on Thursday is a 377. So we thought we'd end Tran Sim World 4 with a 377. Rather than route hop to Euston, get on the Bakerloo line from Paddington to Queen's Park, then get the Suffragette line either into Euston or up to Watford. Ooh. So get to Paddington and then go to Queen's Park. I'll have to check and see if you can do that. Okay, that's a thing for the weekend. Wait until 6:45. So yeah, a fitting send-off to Tran Sim World 4 by ending with a 377. And on the London commuters. If it wasn't for the new lines, I would have then gone, right, we'll start Tran Sim World 5 in London Commuter. But we want to see that, which I'll be focusing in the first couple of streams on, because there's a lot to cover. A lot to cover. Can we be not professional? Because the route hop for the Bakerloo line is Paddington, and you can route hop to the West Coast Main Line at Queen's Park. Ah. Definitely sounds like a plan then. Right, Norbury is next. And it's one of the things, if people have enjoyed what we've done tonight with driving along with the streams, it's something I'm happy to do going forward. I could almost plan the route and post it before the stream in the Discord server. So, right, this is the route we're going to be doing. This is the time. So you guys can drive along and then do the whole thing with me. Arrived at Norbury. You've uninstalled this. Why have you uninstalled it? Have you not sorted out your hard drive yet, Trent? Could have done that by now, instead of sitting there being all bloody tired and miserable.
The train now approaching platform 2.
Do you need a hug, Trent?
Stop here. Please stand well clear of the edge of platform 2. Train now approaching platform 2.
Wait until
Stop here.
6:48.
Please stand well clear of the edge of platform 2.
Would it make you feel better? What, a hug from Harry? Ethan had several of those at the weekend. Not sure who I felt sorry for. Oh, a motorbike then? Oh, I hear a train. I see a train. Right, lock doors. Right, Thornton Heath is next. Anyway, Trent, stop being a miserable gonad and let me buy you a Tim Hortons on your birthday. What do you mean no? Trent? We'll message your mum. I'm not going to say when Trent's birthday is. Because he doesn't want people to know. And it's personal. I've already done that, Ethan. Right, 500 yards to Thornton Heath. Was it a pre-Gregorian calendar? It was. Although Trent couldn't spell Gregorian. So it was a pre-George calendar. Exactly, I can't even say that one. Jagorian? Jagorian. That sounds like someone from Jagoria. Hello, I am from Jagoria. It's very nice. Realise the later I stream, the less chance there is of this going on YouTube tomorrow. Because I've got to wait up until there's a point where I can put thumbnails and descriptions and stuff in. Wait until 6:51. It's an ear calendar. What, a calendar for ears? It's going on YouTube tomorrow morning, if all goes well. So you're telling me there's a chance? Have you watched Dumb and Dumber? I enjoyed that at the weekend. Selhurst. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. I've already recorded Tran Sim World 5 content. sat there ready to go. Thursday, 4 p.m. And Friday, 9 a.m. and Friday, 4 p.m. Thursday's stream is going to go out on YouTube on Saturday. Sunday's stream will go out next Saturday. And then I'll be a week ahead then. The bit that got me in that film and gets me every time is the cop putting them over for the open bottles of beer. Well, this time, Michael, normally our embargo is a day before. So on all the DLCs, I've been able to release content and preview DLCs the day before they release. That was their intention with Tran Sim World 5. I've had it for 6 days now. Unfortunately, because of Dovetail streaming it tomorrow night, they're not allowing us to release stuff early. So we've got an embargo of 4 p.m. on Thursday. So if you look on YouTube at 4 p.m. on Thursday, there'll be a lot of content suddenly appearing. Obviously, only watch mine. We've arrived at a place, Selhurst. But I will be streaming it at 6 p.m. on Thursday. And it's going to be a longer stream Thursday night. I'll probably go till 9 o'clock at least, because I'm not working Friday. And I want to show off as much of Tran Sim World 5 as I can. So there will be a longer stream. As I said, I'm going to do a 390 run on Euston to Milton Keynes. I'm going to do the Flix train run. I'm going to show you 8 minutes of San Bernardino, because that's 8 minutes too much. I'm then going to do a guard run, and I'm then going to show you route hopping. Then on Sunday, we'll spend more time doing a 350 run overground and looking at stuff on West Coast Mainline. I might be here Monday. If not, then Tuesday we'll look at the German route. The week after then, we'll come back and look at some more features. Right, 1.1 miles then to East Croydon. Michael, that was a very old TV series from the 80s called Chips, California Highway Patrol, about 2 motorcycle cops. It was a really good TV series. Actually, there's the motorbike helmet that they had, the open face helmet, the two-tone one. I had one of those when I had my Goldwing. It was a really good series. Very cheesy, because it was the 80s. It was all that Cagney and Lacey, Starsky and Hutch. It was a lot of that American, like, cop type shows. Hill Street Blues, that sort of thing. You know what we need? I'm not saying it. Right, half a mile into East Croydon. I haven't seen the new series of Grace yet. I've still got one of Rigby to watch. MASH, the TV show that lasted in the war. Lasted longer than the war that it was on about. See, I could quite easily do a stream talking about music. I could quite easily do a stream talking about films. I could certainly do one talking about TV shows, because I've watched so many over the years. And even some of the random stuff I watch on YouTube. I watched a video last night featuring 2 guys from Essex building a summer house. And it was oddly entertaining. And no, I'm not thinking of building a summer house. Was Tony there? No, but one of these guys was real Essex. It just came up in my feed, and I was like, I was bored, fed up, you know, Monday night and all that. And I couldn't bother to watch anything that I had already saved. It's too late for me to watch a show. And I was like, yeah, what is there? What does it recommend me? I was like, oh, okay, this could be interesting. And it actually was. I sat and watched the whole thing, from putting down the base plates to putting up the walls to putting the roof on. I got something about garden now. I nearly bought a flamethrower weed killer today on Amazon. There we go. The last route in Tran Sim World 4 ends at East Croydon. Barbecue. I haven't got a barbecue. So there's a limiting factor. There we go. The final time of having this menu music. It is sad, after 12 months of Tran Sim World 4, where I started out not liking it because it seemed like it was Tran Sim World 3.5 to really liking it. I will guarantee you that Tran Sim World 5 is good. Very good, in fact. And I'm looking forward to finally being able to show it to you on Thursday. So Thursday at 6 p.m. I will be here with a longer stream in Tran Sim World 5. There is going to be a video going out on YouTube at 4 p.m. on Thursday of me doing a 377 and being slightly grumpy. Then there's 2 videos going out on Friday, the training in the 350 and the training in the 390. Thursday's stream will go out on Saturday, and then it will be a regular Saturday when the streams go out, and I'm going to try and keep up with doing something on a Wednesday. So when I am here, I'm going to try and do some first trains of the day. There's a last train of the day went out today, and try and just do a weekly non-stream video, or even as I did with this, maybe try and record a video within the stream. So do a little journey within the stream and then put that out on a Wednesday. So something like that. A bit of professionalism. So there we go. Tran Sim World 5 coming on Thursday. Tomorrow night, back with some grocery store simulator in multiplayer. Thursday, Tran Sim World 5. Friday is Mexican trucking. Not here Saturday. Off to, well, possibly off to Birmingham. All depends on one factor. Sunday then, lunchtime will be farming. Sunday night I will be here with some Tran Sim World 5. And then Tuesday, Tran Sim World 5. Next Wednesday, I can't remember what it is next Wednesday. It's something. And things next week. There are things. We haven't done OMSI in a while. Need to do that before the bus company closes down. So there we go. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company. Oh yeah, shopping sim. That's this Wednesday. Have I got next Wednesday as well? Yeah, there we go. Thanks to you lot for keeping me company tonight and in all the streams we've done in Tran Sim World 5. 4, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2. I don't know, I'm malfunctioning. Anyway, so there we go. Thanks to you lot. Thanks to... Oh, people did things. Hang on. Thanks to Mr. Wibblewobble for following. Ethan for resubscribing. And the moderation team who did, well, something. Not sure what. There we go. I will be back with 3 idiots. Oh, Nico's finally arrived. He's always late. I'll be back with 3 idiots tomorrow night to do some of the shopping type thing. Until then, and for the last time in Tran Sim World 4, if you have been, Thanks very, very much for watching. Catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.